Imagine being Quique Setién. You know, you just got fired by your boss, and then you see the boss of your boss sacking your boss in Abidal, and then you see the boss of your boss in Bartomeu just chilling and thinking the problem is not him. Bartomeu, literally, get the out of this club. Come on. What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here. Welcome back to another episode of Transfer Watch here on the channel. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. It's 3 episodes on 3 days. This is not a habit that I want you to get into, guys, because as you know, I'm trying to walk away from that sort of channel. I don't really want to make videos about news every single day, but right now I just feel the news is too big to pass out. I always try to focus on the quality over the quantity of videos that I make. It's just a way that I've been doing this YouTube in the past few weeks that is really making me enjoy the platform a lot more, because I'm just doing basically what I like. So if you are liking what I'm doing, then I'm glad to have you here on the channel. So starting off right away, we have Eric Abidal getting sacked by Bartomeu earlier this morning. And to be honest, it's quite a surprise. The reason why I'm shocked by this news is that Bartomeu made Eric Abidal sack yesterday Quique Setién. So now you're sacking him? It's like, why don't you just sack them at the same time? That's something that I do not really understand. Why give this guy one extra day of hope? Why just do that? That is cruel. That is just so vicious and menacing, and oh my god, Bartomeu is such a villain of this moment. It's so unfortunate that Abidal has been able to taint his image and reputation as a player just simply because associating himself with this sport. Some Barcelona fans also hold Eric Abidal accountable for the signings that he has been able to make, because he has been spending so much money on players that relatively haven't been living up to expectations. I believe, in my opinion, that we also have to take account that the environment that Barcelona was currently going under is not the best room for improvement for any sort of player at any sort of level. So if the youngsters, if the big money signings have not been able to adapt, it's not only Abidal's fault, because identifying those players, that's the kind of easy part of the job, you know, that is something that Abidal has been doing good, but actually transitioning them and putting them in the right environment to progress and develop into the guys that we need them to be, that's a completely different story. And that is one thing that we cannot blame directly on Abidal. But if you ask my opinion on the sacking, I have to say that it's the right move, because at this point everything has gone a little bit too far, so we have to close all the doors and just start a new adventure together, you know, create a new path. And by sacking Abidal is kind of one of the ways of doing that as well. The thing that I do not understand though is, why is Ramon Planas, his assistant, staying? Surely if you want to begin from scratch, from zero, you have to just kick everybody out associated with the previous iteration of the sporting staff, of the technical staff. And Ramon Planas is literally just another component of Abidal. You're literally keeping Abidal in the job in a sense. So kick both of them out. Are you gonna wait till tomorrow to kick Ramon Planas out? Is that really what you're doing? Are you waiting for tomorrow to kick the poor man out? Just kick him today if you're gonna do it. Moving on, it seems that Ronald Koeman has identified his very first signature as a manager. He wants to sign Donny Van De Beek. To me, this news is actually understandable as to why Koeman wants to get this player in. He was vital for that Ajax side of 2018-2019, and more importantly, he has been a vital component of the Netherlands national team right now under Koeman. It's a player that really likes to help out and has that sort of intensity that Barcelona is currently lacking in the midfield. On top of that, we also have to add that Van De Beek has been able to play with Frenkie de Jong at national and at club level. This is something that doesn't come too often, and it could be a very vital kind of system improvement to our team. We'll finally get a player that already understands exactly how to have a symbiotic relationship with Frenkie de Jong. The defensive duties of De Jong is something that he has been trying to get accustomed at Barcelona, because most of the time he's only one player trying to cover for all the spaces that someone like Sergio Busquets left out. But in Van De Beek, he will finally have someone that is able to help him in these duties. And more importantly, like I said, they already have that understanding, so they wouldn't have to talk that much as to see who has to cover each player, making each run, making each interception. No, they have that clear already from the time they has been playing together. With all of this being said, Van De Beek, in my opinion, could be a perfect signing, almost as perfect as you can get, because the money that is being reported for this player is only around 25 to 30 million euros. And what is even more impactful is that since Koeman is demanding this signing, and there's a lot of actually supporting reports about this information, we're finally seeing a manager that is making his own signings. That is amazing. Literally, at Barcelona, we haven't seen that in a very long time. When has been the last time that a manager has demanded a player and he actually has been able to get that player? It's been ages, let me tell you. It's been since Guardiola that we've been able to see that, literally. If Koeman is asking for Van de Beek, it's because he already has a plan in his head. He already knows what he wants from this team. And if he believes that player can add to whatever system that he wants to be building, then all out, just give him 30 million euros literally. If you sell someone like Samuel Umtiti, you have your money already done for you there. Van de Beek would be a great signing for Barcelona. He really, really would. As soon as I heard the news of Donny Van De Beek, I was very interested, and I thought he would be the perfect candidate to actually build a player spotlight around him. If you do not know what a player spotlight is, it's basically a series on this channel where we take a look at a player and we analyze absolutely everything about him. So his strength, his weaknesses, his style of play, everything. We've already done 2 examples of a player spotlight here on the channel on Francisco Trincao and Pedri. So I'm going to be leaving the playlist here up top for you to check out. Go out, I know you're going to be learning a new thing or two. But apart from selling players, guys, there's another way that Barcelona could be able to complete this signature, and that is that Ajax is interested in Luisito Suarez, so there a door opens. As we have already commented first on this channel, there are going to be 10 players terminated their contracts, and one of them includes Luis Suarez. So if Barcelona are trying to look for new opportunities to let go of Luis Suarez and look for certain places where he can go to, his former club in Ajax is already looking very, very interested. And let's say that right now Ajax has 3 players, in my opinion, that could serve Barcelona very, very well. So if the club is able to strike a deal with this team in this environment, this transfer market where we know that values are dropping by the minute and that swap deals are probably the only way to get new players in, Luis Suarez could be a very good bargaining chip. We have to wait and see whether El Charrua would actually like this move back to his former club in Ajax, but if he does, then guys, we could potentially offer Suarez plus a little bit of money and get someone like Donny Van De Beek, someone like Nicolas Tagliafico, and someone like Sergio Dest. We will get a very good competitive left back in Nicolas Tagliafico. He's very, very good, and let me tell you, he's also very intense. He has that work rate that we do not have right now at Barcelona. He has that hunger that someone like Jordi Alba is lacking. And on the other flank, we have Sergio Dest, a very good attacking fullback that could mold into what we need for Barcelona. We might not be selling our both right backs in Semedo and Sergio Roberto, but surely one is going to be leaving this season, and if they do, someone like Sergio Dest could be coming in so that he slowly understands and progresses himself into this side. And Dest is half Dutch. I don't know if that means anything, but under Koeman it seems that he wants to build a Dutch core, and to be completely honest, Netherlands have some very good players nowadays, so we might just want to take it. This is going to be everything for right now, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this quick little video. I'm going to continue to kind of talk about Ronald Koeman in the next video that I'm planning on making, which is going to be an unfiltered episode on what exactly he needs to do as a manager as soon as he arrives by the door, because it's almost confirmed, let's be honest, that Koeman is going to be Barcelona's next manager, right? If you learned anything new in this video, guys, please consider subscribing for more content just like this one, and also like this video if you enjoyed. It really helps out the channel a ton. And comment, because even though I might not be responding, because now, guys, there are so many of you commenting down there, I'm still reading almost all of the comments. Whenever I have the time, I read them. When I'm walking to the store, I read them. That is how much I actually like this community, guys, and having you here is amazing. So see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.